Live!
Hey, that's my line. Today on Windy City Live, happy anniversary, Chicago! From how we've changed to the memories we've shared, it all began here, and we're thanking you. Now here are Val Warner and Ryan Chiaverini celebrating 10 years, Chicago.
All aboard! It's May 26, 2021. It is officially here, our 10-year anniversary. Val, can you believe it?
Yes, I can believe it, Ryan. 10 years, and thank you, Chicago, for being along with us for this fantastic ride.
10 years ago today, we were virtually strangers. Now we are like brother and sister.
Or platonically married.
Ooh, yeah, we just found out platonic marriage. Yeah, there you go.
That's a thing.
It is a beautiful day in Chicago, and why not stroll down memory lane in style while strolling down the Chicago River? We're on board the Lucia, one of the many boats operated by Wendella Tours, and they have been kind enough to host us for this special day.
That is right, and you invited us into your living rooms after one of the most iconic daytime talk shows came to an end just the day before. And for 10 years, you have loved us, you've laughed with us, you've cried with us, or maybe you've cried with me mostly. Anyway, and everything in between, you have been there for us.
Yes, you've seen my baby face grow into a man and a lot of different hairstyles from Val, and we're going to get to that in a bit. But I love what you said a couple of weeks ago on the show, that you wouldn't change anything about this journey no matter what.
No, I wouldn't. And you cringe when we watch the old tapes.
I do.
But I actually like it because it's a part of our story. It's our fabric. People have watched us evolve, and we've seen ourselves evolve. So I think it's nice to be able to have that on tape and to go back and see it.
I'm going to look at it one last time today, and then I'm done with that old tape. All right, well, hey, one of the aspects that we have truly loved about our show is highlighting our city, honoring great Chicagoans, and helping people, from throwing a wedding for a deserving couple or just something small to make somebody's day.
That's right. We definitely got a lot of joy from using our platform to help those in need. So here's a look back at some of our favorite helpful moments. The winner of the 2014 Mazda 6 is Lynn Kimball. Turn it around. Giving everybody in our studio audience a $250 gift certificate.
The winner of our WCL Summer Dream Wedding is Sekou in April.
Our GoFundMe page, as of this moment, has raised more than $145,000 for you.
Wow.
Congratulations! You just won a free TV.
Our audience is going home with a year free subscription to Netflix. A year. We have 16 pumps going, all giving away free gas. We're doing it for the entire hour.
$5,000 winner is Teresa.
The first thing I wanted to do was go into my closet. I picked out some of my clothes. A lot of them I still wear. Wow. And if we can bring that rack out, I want to donate these to you guys as well.
That is awesome!
All right. What if I told you I'm not done yet?
Oh my God. I don't know if I can take too much more, Ryan.
They heard what you guys are doing, and they are donating a full rack of brand new suits for you guys. If we can bring those out from combatant gentlemen. Check for $5,000. Oh, snap!
Others. On behalf of ABC and Windy City Live, we want to donate $2,000 to your cause and to #lunchbag.
That's not it, because we were bragging about you to Conagra Foods. They decided to match our donation with a second check for $2,000.
Oh my God, we love people like you. But guess what?
You know us. We like to help out when we can.
Everyone in our studio audience is getting a gift card for a free hour of massage.
To pay the balance of your tuition in full.
Speechless?
I can't believe it. I can't believe it either.
I'd like to present a check for all of your background.
Thank you so much. We're not on the list. Oh my God. I think he's married. Thank you. You're welcome.
Bring out some more toys. Ready?
These are for you. Okay. All right. Okay.
Tommy Hawk has tickets to the game and Hockey Fights Cancer jersey from the Blackhawks. So there you go with your name on it.
This world-class institution is offering you a spot in their introductory design class to help you hone your skills. All right, Ben? Last but not least, our friends at Apt Electronics are giving you a brand new fully loaded laptop to help get your business off the ground.
Speechless.
Yeah, now you've been able to shut me up.
Big shout out to our producers for finding so many deserving Chicagoans. Val, do you have a moment that stands out?
Yeah, there's one. I remember the young lady who had not smiled for years because she was embarrassed of her smile or lack thereof. She didn't have teeth. She didn't want to show that. It hindered her from getting jobs, her confidence, her self-confidence. And then we had Dr. Ovi come on and give her the gift of a smile. Can you imagine how much that opened up her world to be able to smile with that beautiful new teeth she got?
Yeah, you know, that was the first thing that popped into my head too. I'm telling you, we're on this wavelength now. Well, hey, one guy who has helped us a lot, and he has been with us from day one. I have no idea where he is right now. Ro, where are you? Ro Khan, where are you?
There you are.
Ro, what do you have?
I brought the booze. I thought this was a booze cruise.
Oh, right on, Ro. Thank you,
All right,
buddy.
you hold on to that
Bring it
stuff
over.
right there.
It is a celebration.
I hope you've got Prosecco.
I
and my
do indeed.
favorite.
Your absolute favorite, right? All right.
He knows you well. Well, Ro, first off, before you pop the bottle, we got to say thank you. 10 years, you've been there from the audition process, and we've all become so close through it.
Yeah.
And it's a funny thing. In a business like ours, where people are so competitive and there are little petty things that happen, that's never happened amongst us or anybody else on this crew. It's just been the most amazing 10-year run I've ever had. I've worked in a lot of places, been with a lot of different crews over the years, and I have never felt like a member of a family like I do here.
Right, and you have been an integral part of the success of this show. I mean, you have brought so much insight, knowledge, pop culture, politics, whatever is going on. But the thing for me, when you were able to tell me about Medea movies, I was like, okay, this guy is well versed in everything. So I appreciate your knowledge of Black culture.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, we live in one of the great cities, and we work in one of the great cities in the world that celebrates all of that. And you can't be a Chicagoan without understanding what all the neighborhoods mean and what all the people mean.
Yeah. What stands out the most for you in 10 years?
I think in terms of like a moment on the show would be the wedding that we did for that couple. And I stood up there and I was the officiant of a wedding. And I thought to myself, I'm either making these people's lives completely better or ruining it. I wasn't exactly sure. You never know.
Well, I think they're still married.
Yes, well,
so that's good.
That's a good thing. But it was like that scene from Friends where Joey is the officiant, and I was thinking, I am just pretending to do this, aren't I? But it was so much fun. And again, it goes back to what we just talked about, what you just showed, which is we've changed so many people's lives over these years, and we've made, in a way, the small difference that this show has made has actually had a fairly big impact on the city.
Yeah, well, you mentioned weddings, and we have one coming up, and I'll be officiating that, hoping that I don't ruin it. But because it is a celebration, why don't you pop that bottle and let's get this, get the bubbly.
Let's get that party started. Woo!
There you go. Cheers. 10 years.
10 years.
Here you go.
I'm going to pass this along here.
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, and you got a nice little pour there.
There you go, Val's favorite. Yeah, heavy-handed, the way we like it. There you go.
All right. There you go, sir. I generally drink out of the bottle, but since we are actually going to be rather classy out here, this beautiful boat.
There you go. All right, 10 years in to 10 years more.
10 years more. Let's do it, Chicago.
Cheers, cheers, cheers. Well, we're just getting the boat party started. More fun surprises straight ahead. Cheers.
Coming up next, Val and Ryan take to the streets to surprise some unsuspecting people with cold hard cash. And then the surprises don't stop when Val and Ryan turn up to help some restaurants in need. Windy City Live's 10th anniversary celebration continues.
Right, you know, one of the things I love most about our show is the ability to pull off the most epic surprises, whether it's surprising people in the audience or someone on our staff, or even when we get surprised, it has always been fun to catch people off guard and to see their reactions.
Yeah, and we thought for our 10-year anniversary, why not surprise some Chicagoans with $10 to celebrate 10 years?
All right, Ryan, I say we give away some cash. You ready?
Let's make it rain.
Let's make it rain. In fact, hi there.
Okay, can we give you $10? We've been on the air 10 years. We just want to say thank you to Chicago.
Well, that's not fair for him to give him some and not give you any, sir. Thank you for supporting us. $10. Live it up.
This is our 10-year anniversary, so we're just saying thank you. Some people think these are fake. These are real. Can we give you $10?
Oh my God, I love you.
Oh, I love you too. Thank you. We've been on the air 10 years now. We're taking a picture? Is that what
No, I'm taking a picture of my mom.
Oh, let's see. Let's see.
I said I love him.
Hi, Mom.
Oh my God, that's my husband.
Thank you for watching Windy City Live. Here's $10. God bless you. We made somebody's day with $10. Let's see who else's day we can make. We just got married. Here, look.
Oh, congratulations. Congratulations. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We've been on the air.
Yeah, buy a drink on us.
Is this real $10?
It's a real $10.
It's real.
Are you being kidding?
No,
I'm not kidding.
we're celebrating.
Good, good, good. That way. Give it that way.
Woo, my booty almost fell out.
Save that for the honeymoon. Who's gonna be the lucky person to get my last $10? Who will it be?
Me?
Well, you know what? Thank you, Ryan.
Thank you, Val. Thank you for 10 years.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate that. Good doing business.
I'm going back to work.
That was fun, but good thing we're not turning 100. And hey, for the record, we are all out of cash, so don't hit us up on the street for $10 bills. Maybe Val, maybe she might have
Yeah,
some.
right. I got kids in private school. Hit him up. He's got all the cash. All right. Well, handing out $10 bills was just the beginning for us. We knew we needed to do something bigger, much bigger. That's coming up next.
Coming up next, see what happens when Val and Ryan surprise some restaurants in need. And the twist nobody saw coming. And later, that hair, those clothes, Val and Ryan's looks over 10 years. Plus, the winner of our Walt Disney World trip giveaway is revealed. Windy City Live's 10th anniversary celebration continues.
Back to our 10th anniversary celebration. In our last segment, you watched us surprise people with $10, cold hard cash on the streets of Chicago. But you know, $10 was really just the beginning for us.
Yeah, and as we know, so many restaurants have been hit so hard by the pandemic. We've featured many of their stories on the air, and recently we picked 3 of them who thought that our producers were coming by just to do an update on their spot, but...
Yeah, little did they know, we had something else in mind. Take a look.
We're at Healthy Hot Meals on the West Side. Jermaine Jordan runs this place, and his mission is to feed people.
Yeah, and he's doing it for free. We featured him back in 2020 for our Chicago Proud series, and I even asked him on air then. I was like, how can we help? I mean, do you need money? Like, how does this all work? Like, what can we do to help you help others? And guess what? We're here right now to do just that. Look at this. Watch. We're going to run right now.
Let's go.
Jermaine, we have something for you.
Oh, hey, oh. Good to see you.
How are you?
Hey, good to see you.
This is just a little something to say thank you because you're doing amazing. You were?
Yeah.
Well, here I am.
I'm just asking about you.
We brought this to you personally.
Oh, wow.
To thank you for everything you are doing. Hi, you guys.
Hey, everybody.
And hopefully this can help out a little bit because we know it's tough right now in the pandemic.
Yeah. Oh, wow. I'm just asking about you. I'm just asking. She said, yeah, you up in there. I was just asking what Brian is about.
Yeah. Well, good. Well, hopefully, will this help you out a little bit?
Yeah, this will.
All right. Awesome.
Take that to the bank. They'll cash that, all right?
Hi, everybody.
See you guys. See you guys.
Hey. We got more restaurants to go to. Okay, you guys, we just got to our next location. This is Big Mouth Steaks. It's owned by Letitia Lewis and Craig Brown. They opened up this brick and mortar during the pandemic.
Yeah, and their specialty is cheesesteaks, and we're here to give them a boost.
It's upside down.
Oh.
Here you go, Ryan.
Oh, you got? You want me to go?
Yeah,
You go.
you got the check. Surprise!
Hey, surprise! Hi! Letitia, Craig, thank you for everything that you do. We just want to give you $1,000 and say thank you.
Thank you. This is not an interview. This is just a ruse to surprise you with this check because we know it's been tough in the pandemic.
Oh my God.
And you guys opened up a brick and mortar in the middle of a pandemic, so we hope this can help you.
Yes, absolutely. Oh, thank you guys.
You're welcome.
I'm such a hugger, so I'm standing over here shaking.
And it smells so good in here.
Thank you so
I think I might need a bite.
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, we'll trade you. We'll trade you. That's a fair trade.
You know what? We feel so blessed and thankful. And this is just in keeping on how everything has fallen in line for us.
Yeah.
Because we have to admit it's scary right now, right?
Right.
So, you know, we had to be very prayerful. Oh, am I speechless? That's weird.
Okay. Well, listen. Ryan took that one. I'm going to take this one. You guys enjoy that money?
Oh,
We're going to enjoy some food.
Thank you.
See you later.
This is awesome.
All right, our final stop. We are at a true Chicago staple. Vito and Nick's, they have been in business 100 years. They celebrated that in 2020, and Localish even did a piece on it.
Yeah, well, they're known for their tavern-style pizza, and owner Rose Baracco George has been wanting us to come visit in person since, well, forever. And now we're going to do it. Let's go give her this check. Come on.
Let's go.
Surprise!
Surprise!
This is for you, Rose.
How are you?
Well, here's what I'm going to do.
Oh,
I'm going to give it to Jordan's child.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Well,
Jordan, did you hear that?
What?
Yeah. Hold on, yes.
This is for you to help out with everything that's happened in the pandemic. We know it's been tough for you, but what a beautiful thing that you're willing to give. The gift that keeps on giving.
This is for your daughters.
Oh my God.
GoFundMe account.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
This is amazing.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, now I'm shocked.
Now we need the camera, although I probably can't operate it.
I know, Drees has got one there.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be shooting this. So turn the camera on.
Yeah, what's your reaction here, Jordan?
How do you feel?
So I'm Jordan Arsenault. I am editor for Windy City Live. My daughter Joy is 3 years old. In November of last year, she was diagnosed with leukemia. Already on top of everything that was happening with the pandemic, we were pretty devastated. The last few months, even though she's been in remission, it's been very hard because of her chemotherapy treatments. It gives her a lot of side effects. In the last month, she's lost all of her hair.
I just want to take the own blood pressure.
The blood pressure?
And then I would take the heartbeat.
My twin brother started a GoFundMe page for her. All sorts of people have been reaching out and donating, including restaurant owners and chefs. I'm so grateful that Rose is doing it as well. I'm so thankful. I've been here many times from behind the camera. Never thought I would actually be on camera. I'm kind of in shock and speechless. I'll probably cry on the way home.
Val, I love those surprises.
So do I, Ryan. Don't go anywhere, Chicago. Our celebration continues.
Still ahead, an amazing choir performance from Joshua's troupe you can't miss. But next, what was it like to launch Windy City Live 10 years ago? We ask our team who were there. Windy City Live's 10th anniversary celebration continues.
Welcome back, everyone. Huge thank you to Wendella Boat Tours for hosting us today. As we mentioned earlier, we're on board the Lucia, one of the many boats they have to offer. Wendella calls itself Chicago's original architectural tour. If you haven't experienced it, it is an absolute must. I literally take my family every time they're in town. So be sure to visit wendellaboats.com and check out all the great tours they have to offer.
That's right, Ryan. And speaking of originals, I think you all know by now, Ryan and I are the original host of Windy City Live. But we're not the only original staffers still working on the show. A few of our day ones are still around. So we gathered them up in the Windy City Live studio to talk about what it was like to launch, quote, the replacement to the Oprah Winfrey Show.
Well, here we are, the OGs, the last
Day
one standing.
one.
Val, we didn't run these ones out. Let's introduce everybody. Our former executive producer, Matt Knutson, who you also saw on TV. You also saw Hank Mendheim on TV. He is our current executive producer. And Mary, our producer. And we have to mention Dawn Watkins, who's a little camera shy and doesn't want to be out here right now. But Dawn, we're appreciative to you too.
Of course. And Dawn is the reason, lucky you guys, that I'm here. And then Dawn, I wanted Dawn here to tell that story. But if it were not for Dawn Watkins, I'm not kidding you, I probably would not be sitting in this seat, because she told our old executive producer and supervising producer who created the show, Marlene Seelip and Cindy Petrasso, that, hey, have you guys ever thought about looking at the girl from Channel 9? And I wasn't on anybody's radar. I was just getting in my little helicopter, minding my own business, coming back from Lake Geneva one day, and I got a call from my former agent that says, yeah, they're starting up an AM Chicago show, or whatever the working title was then.
Morning Rush?
Yes.
Morning Rush.
Morning Rush, I think
Who named it Windy City Live?
You did.
Oh,
Ryan
did you?
I did, yeah.
I never knew that.
I never knew that. You didn't know that?
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, I've been selling T-shirts and mugs for years. I got
You
rich.
didn't know that? How are you a day
I did not
one?
know that. No, when I got here on my first day, they told me the code name was Morning Rush. So in any emails, whenever you're talking about the show, use the code name.
So Larry Snyder in sports named it Morning Rush. They went with that for the working title. And then during the audition process, I was meeting with Marlene and Cindy, and I said, I think that Windy City Live would be a better name. And they're like, oh, we like that. But what do you all remember about the startup of the show?
The chaos, just the insanity, and trying to figure out who goes where and who gets mic'd and and we were running around because we all hadn't gotten the rhythm yet.
We had 2 months to put together a show. We did like 5 or 10 test shows.
Mm-hmm. Lots of rehearsals. Remember in that conference room, there was a big round table, and we would rehearse and like just get random topics and then have to sit and talk and try to fill 20 minutes. People think, oh, you guys are just up there having fun and kicking back, and like you really have to work to fill 20 minutes. So that's why you've heard our stories 10 million times, because we've shared them.
The paper route story.
The paper route story. Val getting fired at United Airlines.
I think it was Continental Airlines. Thank you. So clearly somebody wasn't listening to the 10 million times I said it.
That's right. We'll hear that story next week. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're just getting old, so we tell the same stories over and over again.
I think the thing that sticks out to me the most is how you two have grown into kind of like this figure together. You know, like you guys always joke, husband, wife, brother, sister.
Yeah.
But if you go back and watch those old tapes, and Hank and I have watched a lot of them for a lot of these shows we've done, all these recap shows, the way you've kind of grown into each other is awesome. And I think that's why the show has lasted 10 years, is because people tune in to see you guys talk.
I was hoping for 5. I thought we get 5, but I don't know. I was reading the early reviews, and I wasn't sure we were going to get 5 weeks.
You know what though? Like, if anybody thought that 2 people who were not Oprah were going to come in and not get shade thrown at them, that's just the business.
Man, 10 years is really cool, and it's a major accomplishment. Can we squeeze out 10 more? I would love to. Definitely 5 years, I think, would be amazing. It would be. I always joke around with people. I said, then they will have seen like the full evolution of me from like a 3-year-old to 5 years from now. Max will be going into college. Zoe will be done with college. I will have hit menopause for sure. Remarry, everything. Like, you've seen every phase of maybe a baby. Not me. Maybe we can see a baby on this show.
You're going to see every phase of me. Single, not married, single, not married, single, not married. Single.
Yeah.
Next year it's going to happen. No, for real.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm overly optimistic or just crazy. I've been told that I'm a little bit crazy, but I just see that I think Chicagoans, and that's one of the things that when we were putting this show together, is that we really could not be here all this time if you guys, where's my camera, were not tuning into us every single day and keeping us on the air. So it's really a testament to how loyal Chicagoans are.
Do you guys ever think about the people you've met on the journey, and if you were to tell yourselves 10 years ago that you would sit next to Holly Berry and give her a kiss on the air, if you would sit across from Michelle Obama and interview her in a one-on-one?
And seeing those pictures come up in the memories, that's probably the best thing about Facebook right now, is you get to see the memories. You're like, wow, that was Mr. T. I used to watch the A-Team, and he was my hero when I was growing up. So yeah, it is cool. Or Mike Tyson, we just recently posted a picture, and you're thinking, remember when we were growing up, it was like, how much would it take for you to get in the ring with Mike Tyson? And now he's been here a few times.
You played his video game. Like, I mean, think about it. I mean, do you think about it, Val?
Yeah, I do all the time.
Like, you got to work with Spike Lee?
Yeah, those kinds of opportunities would not have been able to happen if it not were for this show, before the platform that we've been blessed to have.
The one that garnered the most people was the Stanley Cup.
Yes. When the Stanley Cup was here, everybody in this building came down here.
Because my job was to sit with it in the carpenter shop.
Oh, yeah.
There had to be 50 people in that place taking pictures with it, yelling. I'm like, there's a TV show going on. Be quiet. So that to me was like a surreal moment.
The thing that stands out to me is, remember that kid that we paid his student loans off?
Oh, yeah.
His back tuition. We got a letter in the mail from this kid or his like adopted mom.
Yeah. Levy Hammer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Levy Hammer, that's his name.
Good memory.
And he needed $4,000 or something like that, or $5,000 to go to college on a full ride. And I worked for like 3 weeks, to try to find somebody to write us a check. We use our platform to make a difference in someone's life. And like, I might never meet that kid, but like, I don't know, I just get emotional thinking about it. Like, that's what shows like this should do. And I think we've done that for 10 years, which is why we're around.
Well, thank you for 10 years. And
thank you guys for 10 years.
10 more.
And the thanks really needs to go to the people at home.
Yes.
Yes. Sure.
Big thank you, Chicago, for supporting us all these years. 10 more. I say we're in, right?
I'm in.
Virtual toast.
I'm in.
Imaginary toast.
I'm going to think about it.
Big thank you to our entire staff. We are small, but we are mighty, Val.
We love you.
If you want to see the entire interview with our Windy City Live team, just head to our YouTube page.
All right, the fun is going to continue. Still to come, something that our staff has threatened to do to us for years. We're going to find out together. We'll be right back.
Coming up next, Val and Ryan catch up with Mayor Lori Lightfoot to chat about Chicago on the other side of COVID. And then, 10 years of hair and clothes we can't forget. The many looks of Val and Ryan. Also next, we announce the winner of our Walt Disney World Trip giveaway. It could be you. Windy City Live's 10th anniversary celebration continues.
Recently on the show, we had former Mayor Rahm Emanuel. You know, he was our very first guest on day one and just 10 days into his new role as mayor of Chicago.
Yeah, and our current mayor is dealing with a lot of the same issues that Mayor Emanuel faced, but she's also had to contend with a once-in-a-lifetime pandemic. We caught up with Mayor Lori Lightfoot to talk about better days ahead for the city of Chicago.
So welcome to City Hall.
Thank you.
What a pleasure to have you here.
It's the first time Val's been here and she's not paying parking tickets.
I do have to.
We got her on a payment plan.
I do want to applaud you because you're now sending out warnings and not just the straight tickets. So thank you, Mayor.
Yes, we are. So we, on the occasion of your 10th anniversary, we put together a little proclamation for you. So let me hand it over to you, Val.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
So does this declare May 26th, Windy City Live Day in Chicago?
It does indeed.
Does that mean I can speed down Lakeshore?
We might give you a little dispensation, but you got to watch it.
You can just block off the road, put a trooper or something like on one end. I just need a small stretch just to get out all of the tension that I've been having for 10 years with this. And I'm kidding.
Exactly. Yeah, Windy City Live Day. What do we get any? Do we get any perk for that?
Well, you know, we're keep it a little under wraps. Okay. But in all seriousness, congratulations. Quite an accomplishment, and a lot of great shows. Can you even think of your favorites?
Oh gosh, we're supposed to be interviewing
I know.
you. You can't turn the tables on us that
and like
quickly.
any good lawyer, I'm going to turn the table.
Right.
Well, we of course went on the air the day after Oprah retired. So for
is
us
that
to
right? Wow.
for us to hit 10, I mean, obviously she did 25 seasons. Yeah. We still got a ways to go, but we're certainly honored. So thank you.
Yeah, and congratulations to you on 2 years. Does your 2 years feel like 2 years, or?
Well, at times it feels like 10 years, but no, I'm grateful. In some ways, the time has just flown by, but the last year in particular has been incredibly challenging. But each challenge we faced, I think we've conquered it, and then also created other opportunities as a consequence. So 2 years, 2 more to go, and we've hit the ground running in year 3.
Yeah, now that we are coming out of the pandemic, I know it's not over, but it's getting a little bit better. This will allow you to focus on the things that you really want to focus on and not just the pandemic. What are those things for you, Mayor?
Well, look, I think one of the most important things that we can do coming out and getting closer to having this behind us is really taking stock on those who have been most hard hit. Those in our vulnerable community, but also thinking really creatively about how we give our economy a huge boost. We're lucky in Chicago. We have the lowest unemployment rate of any big city. Even during the pandemic time, we've had 31 corporate relocations, 5 within the last 5 weeks. So in consumer spending leads the nation. We are really, I think, well positioned to recover well, but we've got to do it very thoughtfully, very intentionally.
We're all looking forward to Summertime Shy.
Yeah.
Best city in America when it's nice and warm outside.
Absolutely.
What are you looking forward to the most?
You know what? What I am feeling incredibly optimistic about is how hopeful people feel, how much people are enjoying just being together. You know, you took that for granted, right? You just thought, well, of course, we can gather, we can do this. Well, COVID taught us maybe not so much, that it's a real luxury. And as I go around the city, you know, I was at Navy Pier, I was down at Hyde Park for a music concert. People are super excited to be in safe spaces, be there together, arts and culture, dine al fresco. You're right, Ryan. This is when our city really shines magnificently, and I think will bring tourists and others back to the city and our neighborhoods.
Yeah, people are super excited to also have Lollapalooza back.
Oh, yes.
However, 100,000 people a day in Grand Park. Are you nervous at all? I am.
Well, you know, look, we'll see what the numbers are. Of course, I want to wish them great success. but I have a lot of confidence that they're going to be able to pull this off. They've been thinking and planning about this for months. We've been working alongside them for a long time. So, you know, we just got to take it step by step, and hopefully we continue to see the downward trend. But look, the biggest thing is get vaccinated. Get vaccinated. That will give the safety and security that we need.
Right, and you know, just to piggyback on that, you know this, Mayor, so many African American, Black and brown communities are so afraid of the vaccine. I know I've had conversations. I'm no doctor. I'm not Dr. Arwady. I can't tell them specifically in doctor terms why they should get it, but what would you say to those people who are still hesitant about getting the vaccine?
So I've heard every urban myth that there is. Number one, the vaccine's safe. And you don't have to take my word for it. We convened a local panel of experts who went through all of the processes by which these vaccines came to market, studied the science, and with every one of them, Pfizer, Moderna, now Johnson & Johnson, and each time we gathered those same experts and they told us they're safe. And we also obviously heard that from Dr. Fauci, the CDC, and others in Washington, D.C. But it also, I think, there's a lot of myths out there. No, you will not be sterile if you take the vaccine. No, you will not lose your ability to bear children if you're a woman. But I think what we've got to do is fundamentally keep educating people about the safety of the vaccine.
Right, and now we're finding out that we can get back to normalcy a lot faster if we are vaccinated because the rules are easing for those of us who are vaccinated. We touched on Lollapalooza earlier, saw the social media videos. Do you enjoy doing these videos?
I do. They're fun.
Whose idea is it?
Well, you know what? We have a great creative team, and then we kind of add something into it. So the socks were my idea. Dr. Arty's friends got together and got her socks and a mask and a t-shirt, and I just thought that would be kind of an interesting little intro into it. But, you know, everybody does it in great spirit, and, you know, humor goes a long way.
I still don't see you and Dr. Arwady there, though, among that crowd. I feel like I'm out of place there.
She's got a teenage daughter.
I've been to Lala before. I've been there certainly pre-mayor. I can remember, and it's usually pouring rain or blisteringly hot that weekend, and I know it because it's right around the time of my birthday. But I'll go. There's definitely some acts that I want to see. No, I'm not going to be out there body surfing in the crowd. That's not me. That was never me, and it's definitely not me now on the edge of 60.
Okay, so the mask. You still want people wearing the mask?
I think it's safe and smart to wear masks in public. So the CDC guidance says if you're fully vaccinated and you're in a space where people are vaccinated, in public you don't know that, right? In a private space where you know everybody who's there, you know whether or not they're vaccinated or not. But you don't know that in a public space. I just think it's smart to do it. That's what I'm doing.
Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. It's been a real pleasure.
Oh, our pleasure.
And congratulations.
Too. Thank you. I don't know about you, but I am definitely looking forward to a more normal summer in Chicago.
Yes, I think we definitely all are. And summertime shy.
Oh, it's the best.
And you know the old saying in Chicago, Val, if you don't like the weather, just wait 15 minutes. And I guess on Windy City Live, you could say if you don't like the way we look, just wait 5 minutes or tune in tomorrow because it's bound to be different.
Yeah, I know I've had my fair share of hairstyles over the last 10 years. You know, our hair, our clothes, our weight. Yeah, they've all fluctuated over the last 10 years. And fortunately, or maybe I should say unfortunately, we have the videotape to prove it.
How about just one?
Got
Give
that.
it a little attitude.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. All right.
We got to keep it moving. We got to keep it high. We got to keep it moving. Make sure that we take it to the top.
You look like the guys from SNL, like bob your head to the right.
Give me a come and get it look. Show me. Is that a come and get it look?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Oh.
She just did the Nile eyebrow. She just said,
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let's see Rose come and get it look.
From the top of your head to the tip of your toes, you're so sexy, anything goes.
Girl, you're bad to the bone.
You need to bring it up and then bring it down. Like that? Yeah, and then down.
Let me pull my pants up. We don't want no accidents around here.
He's never quite seen me like this.
The heat allows you to really be focused on the moment.
Oh my goodness, and we stayed on that shot quite a long time. Tell me, Don, arms are smaller. Yeah, I definitely can see it. Is that still there? Yes, there.
A lot of people commenting about you, Val. They said they love the color in your hair.
Get up and get down, work it out. Nobody sticking around, work it out. You're the hottest to pop it now. Let's work it out. Come on and work it out.
Here we go, we got the split screen. That looks pretty good.
Don't even know how many women are like, Val, Ryan is so fine. I'm like, who?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Make a man out of me. Make a man out of me.
I'm going to do a poll. I'm going to see whether people think you look like Ryan Reynolds or Ryan Seacrest.
I know you like the abs and you stay in the gym, but I don't think women really want to snuggle up to some ripped up guy who's all hard and chiseled.
Oh, I'm not that ripped.
I'd like to point out these muscles are real.
You can be my chicken wing and I can be your hot sauce.
Still cooling off after that segment.
I'm kind of growing attached to the beard.
Should Ryan keep it?
72% say keep it. I feel like the Burger King right now.
Ryan, you are scary as hell right now, bro.
I'm gonna look like a monster. We got the party outfits on. I'm just noticing this is like the perfect summer combo we got going here.
Yeah.
Move your body, move your body, move your body, girl. Move your body, move your body, move your body, girl. Move your body, move your body, move your body, girl. Move your body, move your body, move your body, girl.
You know what? In the cold, I don't like to nip out. What y'all get? Ryan, you need this sweater.
All right, here we go. Let's switch.
Oh, no.
Val asked me 3 times this morning if she looked good in this outfit, just to let you know.
Do not believe that. Alpaca.
Oh, an alpaca, yeah.
A Valpaca. Get it?
Yes.
Cue up the aww.
There's nowhere else I wanna go. The lights of the city are dark already. I need you here to take me home. My heart's so heavy and I'm so ready. I need you here to take me home. I wanna go into your arms.
Ah, somebody please burn those tapes immediately.
Oh, no, it's fun. But if you insist, I'll bring the matches. All right, more Windy City Live is straight ahead.
Yeah, but first, we have been promoting a big Walt Disney World Trip giveaway, and this is the moment you've been waiting for.
That's right. Our show announcer, Virginia Hamilton, has the big news. Virginia, take it away.
Thanks, Val and Ryan. Congratulations to Teresa Del Bianco of Frankfort, Illinois. You're going to Walt Disney World. We hope you have a magical vacation. Coming up next, a choir performance from Chicago's own Joshua's Troupe. You don't want to miss it.
Well, 10 years flew by, and of course this hour went even faster. We're ending our trek at the River Theater, the stretch between Clark and LaSalle. It's a gorgeous day and perfect for hanging out.
Yeah, and speaking of hanging out, that's exactly what our very first guests on Windy City Live 10 years ago to the day are doing right now. You may remember they were there to take us to church and lift us up. Well, they're back today singing Lift Up Your Hands, All Ye People, performed by Joshua's Troupe. Take it away. Thanks for watching, everybody.